it's Elizabeth from the Toy Hoarder. I am back with another Toy Story toy for you guys. So happy Toy Story Thursday. I have today a Disney Pixar Toy Story Launching Lasso Woody. This one is by Mattel, and I think I have showed you guys my other Lasso Launching Woody, which I didn't realize, since they have identical names, that there are actually two different ones. So I have the 7-inch scale one that comes with little plastic, I think it was like a cactus and something else that you can knock over, maybe a barrel or something, but little plastic pieces that you can knock over from his launching lasso. This is the 12-inch scale one. Look how big this thing is. So yeah, found it at Tuesday Morning. I love Tuesday Morning because they always carry toys that we don't get in our normal retail stores. But yeah, so I was really excited that I found this because I had no idea that there were actually two different sizes based on things that I'd found online. So yeah, very exciting stuff. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the box up close here. If you would like to pause to read anything, please feel free to do that. I'm not going to read anything on the box to you because I'm going to do the full review and demo for you guys. Alright. My box is actually open already like this. There may have been a seal on this side at some point, but this is how I got it from Tuesday Morning, so I'm not really sure as far as other openings. I would guess for the most part there was probably like a piece of tape or something here, but I don't even see residue of tape that was there, so unsure, you guys, why it's not sealed, but if there's tape, cut the tape first, and then you kind of pull from the side. So that side opens, and then the front opens like so. So here it is, right? Pretty cool stuff. Okay, so gosh, he's so huge. This is my first 12-inch scale one. And the 7-inch scale Woodies are actually about 9 inches. So just FYI there. I might be able to pull this whole piece of cardboard out to make this easier. So there's a little bit of a scene in here, but not much. I'll show you guys in just a second. Here's the instruction page. Nothing super fantastic, but basically, you know, how you launch the rope, because there is actually a feature that is a feature here. We've got clouds on the top, and I think, I don't know, sand, dirt on the bottom. Nothing great. That's all the image that's in there, except the image that's behind Woody, but all of this plastic seems to be attached to this, so I don't know if you can reuse it or not. Maybe. You might be able to get this out carefully enough. I will try to do that for those collectors out there who would like to put the box back together. Now mine is a little bit bent up, and I'm not really sure why, but it seems to have rolled a little in the box. So I am cutting out all of these tabs so that I can remove the tabs carefully. We're gonna see how this goes, you guys. I don't know if this is gonna work out or not. But some of the tabs wrap around the side of it or go through the cardboard in a slit, so I might be able to get it out just enough that I can make this work. That being said, I also need to apparently cut all of these ties. So we have a whole bunch of these eye tags, so tags shaped like the capital letter I. If you're watching in another language, I apologize. I don't know what to call them that would translate well. Man, I thought I got the other side of this one, but I can't seem to get it out, so I don't know. Unsure. Okay, did I get everything? Alright. I'm gonna kind of slide these pieces out. And I have an awkward piece of, I accidentally pulled a piece of tape through with the one tab that I had to pull through the box, so I'm gonna very carefully try to handle this. Give me just a moment, guys. Okay, folks, good news. I got mine out all the way, and I'm not able to show it to you very well. Sorry, I've got a weird camera angle set up today. So it's kind of bowed in. I might be able to flatten it some, but this is what the back of the scene looks like, which is actually pretty cool because this is a Woody's Roundup scene, so I might actually keep this. I don't know. I'm a little bit sad that they did put this hole for the instructions in it, though, so that's unfortunate, but I could, I guess, always, you know, plug the hole and kind of paint the sand and wood in if I really felt like it, so I don't know, but I might keep that piece. I haven't decided yet. Okay, guys. Oh, the reason I couldn't get this out is because the eye tags went across Woody's waist, and he does have a waist joint right there, so they got stuck in that joint. So just be careful with that when you're pulling on that. Oh man, this is actually pretty cool being a 12-inch. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this, but this is kind of fun, I won't lie. Wow. I don't think he talks, unfortunately. So I kind of was, I don't remember if my other one talked or not. So he might just come with the rope that launches. But I'll show you everything up close. So this has all kind of rope texture. It actually looks like a big wound up piece of rope. Here's the lasso section. My hands are not actually even big enough to do the background on this. I'm sorry. But try to load this in here. It looks like it go, there we go. I think I had it going in sideways. So here's how you load this. And then there's a hole here. I think this is how, oh, this is where Woody's hand goes. Okay. So there's a hole on this side that he can kind of grip it through. There we go. You can put his whole hand through the center of it. This looks kind of obnoxious. And then you press the button on the top, and it'll launch. So I'll launch it toward you guys first. Ooh. And then I will launch it to the side. Oops, I'm putting it in upside down. Alright. You can only actually put it in one way, so if you try to put it in upside down, it doesn't go in, put it in the other way. Alright guys, here we go. That one I feel like launched a little bit better. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so that's actually a pretty fun feature. I like it being bigger. I think that's neat. I'll have to pull out my other Launchin Lasso Woody at some point and compare the sizes of the accessory thing, because that's crazy. Alright, he does come with a hat as well, and I don't even think I've showed you guys Woody up close yet. I'm so sorry. I am going to do that. Look, I mean, look how big his head is. Okay. Move your arm out the way there, bud. Thank you. Show you these boots in detail. We do have the cactus printed in here. I do have a pull string, but it's not a real pull string. It's just kind of textured in here. Pops out a little bit so you can feel it. He's got his spurs. There aren't any other colors on the boots. The boots are entirely brown. Sometimes there's extra colors for the spurs and the little buckle piece that connects the spurs on, but they do not have that on this particular Woody. And of course, the other colors that are generally missing on the Mattel Poseable Woodies are also missing. So his shirt is entirely yellow and checkered, but just checkered with engravings. It should be checkered with red, but unfortunately they have never put red in any of their Woodies, and it's been sad every time. So even with the larger scale, they still haven't given us some more detail, and I'm a little bit sad about that, because honestly, with this scale, they should have been able to do that. So I don't know about that, you guys. The hat does go on him. I guess the only other thing I have to show you is articulation on this. So I am guessing that he has the same articulation as the 7-inch scale figures. It's just made by the same company, but I don't really know. You also may be able to get this for some of the younger kids and then just not give them the projectile accessory, depending on how you feel about that and how your kids are about that, and if you have pets and all of that. So yeah, use your discretion on that. But yeah. Alright. So we've got a 360-degree spin on Woody's neck here. He unfortunately doesn't have a full ball joint. There's no up-down, just the spin, but that's fairly movie accurate. I mean, he's a ragdoll. He wouldn't have the up-down. So he's got a full ball joint in the shoulder, so up-down all the way around. The elbow is a full ball joint, so we've got the in-out. Make sure I show you the whole range of the motion here, and all the way around. And do we have a wrist joint? We do have a 360-degree spin wrist joint as well. Alright, moving on down, we've got 360-degree waist joint. This holster piece does have a 360-degree spin on it. I don't know if you really can consider that a joint or not, but it is an area of motion, so I'm going to note it here. And it looks like we've got a full ball joint. He's actually decently flexible here. His arms don't go up any further, but neither do his legs. So we've got all the way out to the sides here on his legs, and then down, and we've also got, does it spin? Yep, we've also got the 360-degree spin. So full ball joint on the legs. Oh, I was trying to put it backwards. And then we've got a full ball joint on the knee. Oh dear. Okay. I've got it. Oh goodness. Okay, so here's the extent of motion on that knee for the backwards and forwards, and then we've got the 360-degree all the way around. The boot has just a 360-degree all the way around. He doesn't actually go up or down anywhere, and there's no joints within the toes or the ankles. So, counting the joints how I normally do with action figures is each ball joint is worth 2 because there's the up, down, and the all the way around, so there's 2 different directions of motion there and types of motion. And then the just single spinning joints are worth 1. So let's count how many joints he has. Here we go. 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, I don't know if we're counting this one or not, 15, 17, 18, 20, 22, 23. So he has 22 or 23, depending on whether you count this one as a joint, since it's kind of a joint on an accessory. Different ranges of motion, points of articulation, however you want to word that. So that's actually pretty cool. He's got a good bit. I think other things I would have liked to have seen, I think it would have been really nice if we had the black and white both on the arms of it and bottom of his vest like they do in the movie. And of course the red striping through his yellow shirt. And maybe a different color for the spurs. His bandana also doesn't have any little white patterns on it, and I'm pretty sure it did have the white patterns on it from the movie too. Oh, and the hat should have a slightly different color band. So those are the only other things as far as movie accuracy, and possibly some more color in his hair. I think he had some different highlights and actually even some shadow pieces as well. But the hair part doesn't bother me as much because I feel like most of the time when I play with Woody, he has his hat on anyway, so not a big deal to me. And I feel like if you're going to display him as a collector, you probably put his hat on, because what's a cowboy without his hat, right? Anyway, guys, I think really just the big detail that I really want to see Mattel add, if they could only add one more detail, would definitely be that red striping in his shirt, because that red and yellow checkered shirt is so signature Woody that it's upsetting to me that it's not here. I mean, you don't buy a yellow shirt and just be Woody. And if you do, you have to paint the red in, which actually I totally did for a Woody costume. Long story. Anyway, guys. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. And I would love to see the different band, I think. Just because it would give it a little bit of a pop that would be nice to see on a shelf. All these details are actually here, and they were designed in, and they were molded in, and they were beautiful, and then we just didn't get them painted in. One other detail that I forgot to note is we don't have any of the details painted in on this holster either. So there's a little jewel that's usually red, I believe, and then there's a kind of triangle circle around it and a ribbon hanging down. So there's a couple different colors that could have gone into that. And since this figure is so big, it really wasn't that difficult to paint. I really would have loved to have seen a lot of those things. So, sadness. Also, it would have been kind of cool if we had a 12-inch talking Woody. I don't know if we do yet. I have seen a 12-inch Woody that was just the Woody, and I didn't purchase him yet because I wasn't sure if I wanted to start getting into another scale of figures. I have almost all of the 5-inch scale, and I don't have the space to collect all of the 12-inch scale next. So, I don't know, but this one just looks so cool, you guys. And it is, and so I have a problem, and I totally bought it. I believe there's also in this series a Buzz Lightyear, and it's a 12-inch scale, and he has a blaster. So it's one that I have in the 7-inch scale already, but I may have to check out the 12-inch scale and see if it's worth getting the big one or not. So I don't know. What do you guys think of this? Is it worth getting both? Do you like the 12-inch better than the 7-inch, or the 7-inch better? I am undecided as to whether or not I'm going to get all the 12-inch scale as well, so maybe you guys can help me decide that. That would be excellent. Alright, let me know all your thoughts down in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video that you saw today and you have not had a chance yet, please, please, please take a moment and hit that red subscribe button down below. That is completely free for you guys to do. Only takes a moment of your time, but it really helps support us and encourages us to keep posting awesome videos like this one on the channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone who has subscribed and to everyone who is subscribing now. Alright, after that you can hit the thumbs up to leave a like and go check out our channel. We've got plenty of other toy reviews and other fun things on there, and we're always adding new content. So be sure to join us again soon. Alright, until next time, have a great time playing. Bye.